the total of the mole fraction will be equal to 1. Alright, because the total of the mole fraction of all the components will always be equal to 1, and that was given mass upon equivalent mass. Now here gram equivalence of the solute will be N into the volume of solution in liter. Molality, that is your chi B is equal to MMA upon MMA plus 1000. Alright, and then that can be actually written like this also. That your
Before we begin, विजिट कीजिए IITwalebaba.com पे। यहाँ से आप फिजिक्स और मैथ्स के हैंड रिटन नोट परचेज कर सकते हैं अपने बोर्ड, जेई, बिटसेट या फिर किसी भी इंजीनियरिंग कॉम्पिटिटिव एग्जाम की प्रिपरेशन के लिए बहुत ही कम प्राइजेस में। डाउनलोड कीजिए IIT वाले बाबा ऐप फ्रॉम गूगल प्ले स्टोर और व्हाट्सएप ऑन अस 7974122749 फॉर मोर इन्फॉर्मेशन।
Molarity is what? Can I ask someone? Number of moles per liter of the solution. So if you talk about molarity, that is number of moles per liter of the solution. Okay, then another thing that we had was normality, and normality was what? It was number of gram equivalents upon volume in liters. This is what it was. Then there was another term. We said that these two are dependent on temperature. Let me tell you, more or less all the physical parameters are dependent on temperature, but in general when we talk about the concentration terms, molarity and normality are highly temperature dependent. One term which is like temperature independent and which is frequently used is molality. And what is your molality? It is the number of moles of the solute upon volume, mass of the solvent in kg. That is the mass of the solvent in kg. Right? This was our molality, and molality is temperature independent, so it is like sometimes preferred more than the normality and molarity. And then you have another concept that we did, that was the mole fraction. Hope you remember. Mole fraction was nothing but, it was like if you are talking about the mole fraction, say supposedly if you have two components and you have mole fraction of A and mole fraction of B, then in that case the total of the mole fraction will be equal to 1. Alright, because the total of the mole fraction of all the components will always be equal to 1. And when we are talking about the mole fraction of a particular component, that will be, say if we are talking about the mole fraction of component A, and I told you last time A is generally used for solvents and B is used for solute, and 1 is used for solvents and 2 is used for solutes. So here what we have, mole fraction of A will be the number of moles of A upon the total number of moles. Say if I am talking about, say, a binary solution which has only a solute and a solvent system, then in that case mole fraction will be equal to Na upon Na plus Nb. And if I talk about the mole fraction of another component, that will be equal to Nb upon Na plus Nb. And you know that chi A plus chi B will be equal to 1, or xa plus xb, whatever terms you use will be equal to 1. This is what we had done last time. Before winding up the class, we had just gone through some of the concentration terms which can be used to find out the concentration. And what is your concentration? It is nothing but, remember, the amount of solute in your solution. You are just finding out. And always remember, whenever you have a lot of solute, you say that the solution is highly concentrated. And if you have to bring down the concentration, what will you do? You will add water. Say supposedly sometimes you use an antiseptic lotion. You should, sometimes doctor suggests you should dilute it and have it. Dilute means you are reducing the concentration. And how can you reduce the concentration? You will increase the amount of water. So what will you do? You will be adding water to a particular concentration and that will dilute your solution. Understand the meaning of dilution. जब ज़्यादा solute है तो हम कहेंगे solution बहुत ज़्यादा concentrated है. उसमें पानी डालेंगे तो क्या होगा? सॉल्यूशन की कॉन्सेंट्रेशन बहुत कम हो जाएगी. इसका मतलब क्या हो गया? सॉल्यूशन का डाइल्यूशन हो गया. इज दैट थिंग क्लियर टू एवरीवन? So we will be talking about dilution also, but before that let's talk about the relationships that we had missed last time. There are relationships between molality, molarity, normality and all these terms because they're like interrelated. First of all, let's talk about these two. You know that there is a relationship between gram equivalents and number of moles also. What was that? Gram equivalents is equal to x times, say sometimes the number of moles. What is that x times? That is the some kind of a valency. I am not going into the details of last class. जो valency हम निकालते हैं, what was gram equivalents? That was given mass upon equivalent mass. And what was your equivalent mass? That was molar mass upon that x factor. What was that factor? It was like either the number of H plus or number of OH minus or the valency. Hope you remember last time's class very well. Okay, so here again we had the relationship between normality and molarity, which is equal to N is equal to X times, you have X times molarity, where this X is the same factor that we talked about earlier on. Another thing that we can write here is that you can find out the gram equivalents of, you can also find out the gram equivalent of solute or milli equivalents of solute. How? Gram equivalents will be nothing but, you know that where is the gram equivalents contained? The gram equivalents, your gram equivalents is contained here. So if you have your normality into the volume in liters, that will give you the gram equivalents. That's a simple formula. I haven't done anything new, but please remember, because in many of the questions you ask the gram equivalents when the normality is given. Otherwise आप gram equivalents कैसे find out करते हो? Given mass upon equivalent mass. That was given mass upon equivalent mass. Now here gram equivalence of the solute will be N into the volume of solution in liters, right? Simple formula. इसी को बस interchange किया है. So here you have the number of gram equivalents or gram equivalents of solute अगर question में पूछा है तो that will be nothing but normality into volume in liters. And अगर milli equivalents पूछा है तो that will be volume in milliliters. That is the only difference. That will be the normality into the volume in centimeter cube or milliliters. So either write the volume in cc or the volume in milliliters, one and the same thing. So now if you get a question to find out the milli equivalents, तो ये मत सोचना हमें तो ग्राम equivalents पता है, milli equivalents पता ही नहीं है. Milli equivalents कुछ नहीं है. That is only when the volume is considered in centimeter cube. That is milliliters. Fine. Another thing is, now if I talk about here normality, this is one relation that relates your normality and molarity. That is normality is equal to X times molarity. Another very important relationship is between, say, your molarity. You have the molality here. Your molality, that is generally represented by a small m. You know this is represented by a capital M, this normal by capital N, this is by a small m, and this you already know is represented by a chi or an x. So here molality can be written as, I am just giving you the formula straight away, that can be written as m upon 1000 d minus capital M m naught, where you know what is capital M? That's the molarity. What is your m naught? That is your molar mass of the solute. And what is your m? That is your molality. Fine. There is a proper derivation to it, but let's move on to the questions quickly. That's like you have the molality to be equal to, you have your m, capital M molarity, d is nothing but the density of solution, capital M is again the molarity, and you have the m naught as the molar mass of solute. Alright, and if you have to actually find it out in terms of the proper units, then you should be taking this 1000 also into account. So please memorize this formula right here, right now. Nobody is going to ask you about the derivation, not even in your CBSE is this question asked. So please remember that your how is molality related to molarity? That is m is equal to capital M upon 1000 d minus m naught into 1000. Done? Repeat it again for yourself. What is small m? That is equal to m upon 1000 d minus m naught into 1000. It should be clear to you that which m are you talking about. वो तो दिमाग में clear रखोगे ना. उसके बाद एक और relation which is very important, and that relation is between your molality and the mole fraction. That is between these two, and that is your mole fraction of the solute. Mole fraction of solute is equal to m into ma upon m into ma plus 1000. All right, this is your molality of mole fraction of the solute. Now do I need to tell you what do these terms stand for? This is the mole fraction of solute, that is equal to molality into molar mass of solvent upon the same factor mma plus 1000. And this can also be interchanged to arrive at a formula for molality, and that is equal to chi b upon 1 minus chi b the whole into 1000 divided by ma. So please utilize at least 1 minute to memorize these formulae right here, right now. Please do them right here, right now. Whatever I have written on the board, you will have questions from these. So quickly memorize all the formula, because these are talking about your concentration terms and how these concentration terms are related to one another. The very first one, molarity, number of moles upon volume in liters. Normality, repeat it with me, number of gram equivalents upon volume in liters. Then you have molality. What is molality? Number of moles upon mass of solvent in kilograms. That is one factor where you will have to actually find out only the mass of the solvent and not of solution. It's not the volume, it's mass of the solvent in kilograms. Then you have another factor, that's mole fraction. That's very easy. That's the ratio of the mole fractions. And then here what you have is now the relationship, which is very important. This relationship is easy because last time हमने gram equivalents और नंबर ऑफ मोल्स डिटेल में किया था, तो मोलारिटी नॉर्मेलिटी में डिफरेंस ही वही था. तो नॉर्मेलिटी इज इक्वल टू x इंटू कैपिटल M, when normality is equal to x times molarity, right? The next thing that we have here is that you have this is just an extrapolation of your formula, nothing else. So here just remember that this x stands for the valency factor that we had done for while calculating the equivalent mass. Then here we have the molality, which is m is equal to capital M upon 1000 d minus m naught the whole into 1000. Done? Anyone has any doubts? This is molality and molarity, and this m naught is the molar mass of solute. This is molarity, this is molality. Then another that relates our mole fraction with molality, that is your chi b is equal to mma upon mma plus 1000. Alright, and then that can be actually written like this also, that your molality is equal to the mole fraction of solute chi b upon 1 minus chi b into 1000 upon ma. Learned all of these? I am rubbing them off. I hope you remember them. Let's take up some of the questions if they're given. Yes. Check out the first question. A solution was prepared. It's a very simple question, so start working on it quickly now. We've already spent one full class on it. A solution was prepared by adding sufficient water to 100 grams of NaOH to make 0.5 liters of solution. Calculate molarity and normality of this solution. Remember, when you calculate one, the other can be calculated automatically, because normality is equal to x times molarity. So you have the question that a solution was prepared. So you have to calculate the normality. Normality is equal to gram equivalence. So what is your gram equivalence? That is 100 upon given mass upon equivalent mass. What is the equivalent mass of NaOH? Na is 23, oxygen is 16, hydrogen is 1. So it should not take you much time to calculate that it's equal to 40. So this is the gram equivalence on the top, and then you have 0.5 liter of solution. So just write 0.5 as it is, and you can easily calculate the answer as you can easily calculate it. That will be equal to 5 normal. And for the case of NaOH, if you remember, for the base, what is your X factor equal to? The number of OH minus ions furnished in the reaction. In this case, it's a base, it's a monoacidic base.
It was molarity or it was normality?
Normality. Or I mean, in this case,
Yeah, what normality?
in this case, what do you have? Your X will be equal to 1. Why? Because you have only, or if you check it otherwise also, this is going to give you Na plus plus OH minus. So even if you check the charges, this is normality. I am just coming to molarity. Normality क्या होता है? That is equal to number of gram equivalents upon volume in liters. Volume already liters में दे रखा है कितना? 0.5 liters. What is number of gram equivalents? Given mass 100 upon equivalent mass. या अगर मैं molarity find out करती इस केस में, तो molarity इस केस में क्या होती है? Given mass upon molar mass. And what is your molar mass? That's 40. And that will be equal to, again, 5 normal. Or in this case, if you calculate 1, you know for the case of monoacidic base and basic acid, your X is equal to 1, so your normality will be equal to molarity. So in this case, the normality is equal to 5 normal and molarity is also equal to 5 normal. So you calculate any and you get to know about the next. Next question. A solution was prepared containing 14.8 grams of calcium hydroxide in 3000 milliliter of solution. Calculate molarity of the solution, normality of the solution. First let's do the first two parts, then we have another two parts also. Now for the molarity, molarity is easy. Calcium hydroxide has a molar mass, just to cut short the time, calcium hydroxide has a molar mass of 74. So now you can calculate the molarity. What is your molarity? Molarity is equal to given mass. What is the given mass? That is 14.8. 14.8 molar mass. What did I tell you? 78, 74. Sorry, 74. And what is the volume in liters? 3000 milliliter means it has to be converted to liters, so you divide it by 1000.
Yeah, we can multiply.
You can multiply or you can straight away cut. This becomes 3. 1 in the same thing, the way you comfortable with. And you will quickly calculate this and you will tell me the molarity is what we are calculating here. Remember, molarity is equal to number of moles upon volume of the solution in liters, and here in this case you have your number of moles as given mass 14.8 upon the molar mass 74 upon the volume of solution in liters, which is 3, and this will turn out to be somewhere equal to 0.067. Now to calculate normality is like an easy task. Why? Because normality will be equal to gram equivalence, or you can directly relate it to M. What will be the gram equivalence in this case? You will have CaOH twice. So this will give Ca2 plus 2OH minus, right? So in this case, your normality will be equal to simply 2 times 0.067. Okay, this is like I am using the direct formula. You have the molarity which can be quickly calculated. The normality will now be equal to the equivalence factor that you have, and what is your equivalence? X. That was X into M. Otherwise, the other formula that you can use is given mass upon equivalent mass. This is another formula, the way you want to. What will be the equivalent weight now? 74 divided by 2. That will be 74 divided by 2. Why 74 divided by 2? Because the equivalent mass is equal to molar mass upon that X factor. So that will be equal to 37 upon 3. And that will land up to the same answer. You can calculate it using both, but because you have to do it very quickly, you will straight away use the formula N is equal to XM. It is only when you write down the subjective paper that you need to explain what is normality's formula and then put down values and calculate. But here in this case you can calculate it directly. So then the third part of the question is, you have to calculate moles in 2.5 liters of the same solution. अब आपको क्या बताना है? Number of moles. आपको formula पता है? Molarity is equal to number of moles upon volume in liters. So this will be equal to molarity into volume in liters, because what is asked is moles. So that will be simply, what is your molarity? That is 0.067 into volume in liters. What is your volume in liters? That is 2.5. So very easy, you can just calculate it later. I know you are good in mathematics, so you can easily do the calculations later. Right? Let's move on to the basic concepts first to understand them. Then the next is to calculate the gram equivalents. Again the same thing. Now in this case, gram equivalents, you know what is your normality? That is equal to number of gram equivalents. ये जो numerator में है, that is number of gram equivalents upon volume in liters. So that will be, gram equivalents will be equal to normality into volume in liters. Okay, and that will be equal to, your normality was around 0.133 into volume in liters will be 1.5. 0.133, could you get the normality at that point? Okay. Now there is another concept of strength. Strength of the solution is like a parameter which checks up the concentration. How to check the concentration? Let me tell you, it's related to normality, because normality talks about the equivalence factor. So strength, remember, is nothing but equal to normality into equivalent weight. Please remember this. Another formula added to your kitty is for strength, and strength is equal to normality into equivalent weight. Please put it down. Strength is equal to normality. Your strength is equal to normality into equivalent weight. And I don't have to talk about normality. What is your normality? Number of gram equivalents upon volume in liters. And what is your equivalent weight? Molar mass upon X. Okay. So now here we can take up the first question directly. Calculate the normality when the strength is given. So now the first case is, you have question number 1A is what I am taking up. Calculate the normality when the strength of the solution is given. What is the strength? Strength is given as 6.3 grams per liter. We can easily calculate what? We can calculate the equivalent weight of HNO3. You all can calculate the equivalent weight of HNO3. Let me tell you, it dissociates as, it's an acid and it's a monobasic acid, because you have only one H plus. So you have H plus plus NO3 minus here. So that will be equal to whatever your molar mass is upon 1. Okay, so just calculate that. And for the next case also, so in this case what will you have? This will be equal to, strength will be nothing but equal to 66.3 so your, what do we have to calculate here? Normality. So normality will be equal to strength upon equivalent weight. So 6.3 upon 63, so that will be equal to 1 by 10, that is 0.1 normal. I'm not writing fully, you just have to calculate the final answer. Then for the next part, next is you have to calculate for KOH also. Again, KOH, calculate it quickly. The molar mass of KOH is, first calculate the equivalent weight of KOH. That will be equal to the molar mass, that's 56. 39 plus 16 plus 1. So that will be equal to 1. Your x will be equal to 1. So equivalent weight is 56 and you are given the strength to be equal to 11.2. So again, normality will be equal to strength upon equivalent weight, and that will be equal to 11.2 upon 56, and that will be equal to 2.2 normal. That's like calculations is something that you can do on your own also. Please remember the formula. It will only be just put here, there, everywhere. You will have all the values, you just have to calculate the final answer. Okay. So what is it? Strength is equal to normality into equivalent weight. We'll quickly go through the next question also. Calculate the equivalent weight when strength is given. When strength is, you are given the normality and you are given the strength per 10 ml. So you can easily calculate it for per ml.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I repeat it again. Look at the second question. The second question states that calculate the equivalent weight when strength. Now what is the unknown? Strength. You have the normality and equivalent weight is unknown. You have the strength, you have the normality, and you know that strength is equal to normality into equivalent weight. So you can easily calculate equivalent weight as strength upon normality. So that can be done. And let me tell you, for the second part of this question, N upon 3.5 sulfuric acid solution containing 14 grams per liter. So your strength is 14 grams per liter, and here your normality is 1 upon 3.5. Normality in this case is 1 upon 3.5. And I hope by now you remember the molar mass of sulfuric acid. Last time we did so many questions on it, 98. And the equivalent mass, the equivalent weight for sulfuric acid, that will be 98 divided by 2, 49. Okay, so here we have another concept, that was strength, that can be related to your normality and equivalent weight. Okay, then the next question.